we are witnessing history being made. Just as in 1979, when the Islamic Revolution convulsed Iran. It was then that Lily and Johann Darznik decided to leave Tehran and move to California with their 3-year-old daughter, Jasmine. Today, Jasmine Darznik is an English professor and author living in Charlottesville, Virginia, where I recently visited her on a very blustery winter's day. Growing up, Darznik always assumed the revolution was the reason her family had emigrated. But there was a much more personal reason, and for her mother, a much more painful reason. It was a secret that Jasmine never knew until she came across a photograph that her mother had kept hidden for decades.
I was back in California. My father had just passed away, and I was helping my mother pack her things up. She couldn't afford to live in the house anymore. And as I was going through some of her old letters, this photograph fell from a stack of papers, and other pictures just fell into my hands by accident.
The photograph would turn out to be a window into a family secret so wrenching and so traumatic that even though the picture was taken more than 50 years ago, her mother still doesn't want to show it to anyone. Jasmine describes it.
In the photograph, my mother was dressed as a bride, as a young bride, and she had in the photograph lipstick and kohl-lined eyes, which was an extraordinary counterpoint to her very extreme youth.
How old is she in the photograph?
She's 13. She was standing next to a man who was not my father, a man I hadn't even seen before. And in this photograph, she looked very vulnerable and frightened too, which was not how I recognized my mother at all.
What was your first thought when you saw it?
Utter disbelief.
If you've got it, watch it. If you don't, call your TV provider to get HDNet today.